Let's go.
Hey, alright, in case you guys don't know, now you know. You guys probably already read this news by now, and this is a follow-up video to my fairy tale anime review I did of episode 276. Ugh, it hurts. It hurts. The beginning of the video was my reaction, officially sort of. Okay, not too doing it over the top with the crying, but kind of a little the same way. I kind of was very, very sad that next week, and, okay, yeah, oh my god, I'm a little salty deep down inside, because it's like, fuck, we just got back. I feel the same way as Rainbow Dash. I was a little bit sad myself. Like, son of a bitch. Like, I was really not hoping this news would be true, but it is. And, you know what? It makes sense in a way, because if you really think about it... Okay, let me just get it out of the way. Yes, in case you haven't heard... And now it's official, because it's 100% confirmed. Because I thought it was just like a mistranslation, or not a mistranslation, but not 100% legit translated. I wanted to wait until Anime News Network dropped the news. If I didn't hear nothing about Anime News Network, if it wasn't really that important, then it just would have been like something regarding to Fairy Tail having some kind of new animation studio. Like, I thought it was going to be for the next season of spring, but apparently no. We were wrong. And apparently I should have saw this coming, especially with the opening that we got, which is basically just a montage of the 2014 animation crew lineup of the anime, even though this really counts as the main series. Like, there's no name change, there's no nothing. Even Funimation officially said that there's no official name change. It's just Fairy Tail, it will stay Fairy Tail, and that's just what it is. And it's really the 276th episode. We're now going into 277, but if you separate this as a category of the 2014 animation style, it is past 100 episodes. And it sort of makes sense. If you really think about it, we are getting pretty damn close to the manga canon material, because we're already on Avatar. And the Avatar arc wasn't really the most ridiculous. It wasn't really a really long arc. So if we got that done, it would be really hard for them to adapt the AVATREZ, the Spagarian army, the 12 Spagarian army that we have with Zerov. The big final battle, the final battle of the series between Fairy Tail and the 12 Spagarian, which... Forgive me, I'm pronouncing that wrong, by the way. But it really does suck, though, which I understand, because if we got through that, they would have to do like they do with One Piece, and they would fear animating one chapter per episode, which would kind of hurt them in a way, because I know when it comes to A1 Pictures, they really want to give really great quality when it comes to the Fairy Tail anime. They don't want to stick to, as I would say, Toei's level of standards, where basically they would just like animate just one chapter per episode. Like, they don't want to do anything like that. Basically, what they want to do is they want to stop at a certain point, have a hiatus break, and instead of just airing like a whole ridiculous fillers, because they learned from their mistake, which I think this will kind of hurt them in a way, because they should have learned from this mistake after airing that stupid filler that we had, which was kind of like a rip-off copy of the Zanpakuto arc, you know, that filler arc we have from Bleach. It's pretty much a copy-paste of that. And it's like, like, they should have really not just had the filler episode. In my opinion, we should have just had, like, maybe Fairy Tail Zero or whatever spin-off of Fairy Tail manga that we had, and just basically have that instead. But, oh, well, you know, whatever. I guess, you know, hey, I'm not the director here, I'm not the studio, so I can't really, you know, make my call on that. But it has been confirmed that, yes, next week, my friends, the very sadness of the news, that this will indeed be the very last episode of Fairy Tail. No, not the very last episode for good. Just the last episode before we hit a very questionable hiatus. Now, I'm going to read the article to you on Anime News Network in case you guys want to check it out. The link is official. It's 100% legit. And I don't know what animation studio team is going to work with A1 Pictures when it comes to Fairy Tail. But keep this in mind, folks. They are going to have a couple of OVA series that are coming out later this year. And we got the new Fairy Tail upcoming movie. So, with that all in mind, it makes sense for them to actually be on this hiatus break. So they can work on the OVAs and work on the movie and then finally get back to the anime once we have enough manga material with not only Avatar, but with also the AVATREZ or 12 Spaghetti arc, whatever the hell you want to call. Basically, in my opinion, might possibly be the final arc of Fairy Tail, and just have all that into mainly canon content, which I think is very important, which makes sense. But deep down in my heart, what kind of just makes me salty and a little bit pissed the fuck off is the fact that we just got back to the main focus canon story. We just got back on that shit with the whole thing with the 1 year time skip. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we just got back from this shit. Like, we literally just got back with Natsu, making that badass John Cena, the fucking lava and shit, the cloak, just from, okay, he didn't really do John Cena, but you get what I mean, like, he's just fucking coming in there mysterious with the cloak, and fucking Natsu just like, he's melting the stadium and shit. That was cool as hell. Like, that was awesome. Like, I was like, oh yeah, man, I am so ready for the time skip to this shit. Like, I'm super excited. But when this news dropped, that same reaction that you saw before, which, you know, maybe might have been a little over the top, but yeah, that was my reaction. But I was like, I didn't want to believe this news because I saw other reviewers doing it, and I'm like, oh no, like, oh god, oh no. And I knew it was too good to be true because they did show a montage. I'm thinking, I mean, I thought they were just going to wait until basically next month for spring to have a brand new opening and a new song. But nope. And I thought they were going to change some stuff with the Fairy Tail Zero and just make it Fairy Tail and just add some new stuff with Avatar. But that, again, it makes sense for them not to do it because there'll be no point. If it's going to spring with a new opening, there'd be no point anyway. But still, it just... say it ain't so, man. Just say it ain't so. We gone through this shit back 3 years ago. Well, yeah, about 3 years ago. 2013, March 30th. I remember the date. March 30th, 2013, or 31st, whatever the hell you want to call it. We got out of the Fairy Tail anime with a hiatus, and it broke a lot of fans' hearts, including mine, that we had to end on that note. Even though, well, the note that they ended on was, I mean, it was good. But, however, it could have been, like, a lot better. Like, you feel me? Like, more of a setup thing would have been... Well, actually, no, correction. They did end off on a pretty good high note when it comes to that. Well, here, I don't know. It might be the same exact thing. Because think about it. We might get, judging from the preview from next week, we might get to know a lot about the upcoming Fairy Tail members' locations and stuff. And especially when you saw that after image at the end... That's probably where they're going to leave off, like, with this season. Which I think is where they're going to stop at a note for now. Like, at a halt, dead stop. Which is what we're going to be suffering for God knows how long. It could be maybe at the very end road of this year, we will get the Fairy Tail anime back. It's either that or maybe possibly not till next year. Just like with the Fairy Tail anime, but just like before when we had a hiatus with the anime, we had to wait like a full year for the anime to return. I'm really hoping it's not the same thing here because it's like, oh, it's so painful. I gotta wait all the way to 2017 just to see the return, which I'm gonna be really, really, really disappointed if we have to wait all the way that long. But, oh, man, like, it really is just a shame that the anime is getting a hiatus so soon. Which makes sense, I understand, but, oh, man, like, Jesus Christ, man. I didn't want to believe this news, but I hate to say it, my friends, and I hate to break it to you, but next week will be the last ride for now. For now. This will be the last ride of the Fairy Tail anime. And as a special occasion, I don't know if I'm going to do a live reaction. I may or may not, or just a review in general. I really don't know. It depends, because this is TV Tokyo we are talking about here, and I don't want to get no like copyright strikes with TV Tokyo and stuff like that. The openings and stuff are fine. It's just basically when it comes to like the series, or I could just do a live reaction and you guys can just, you know, follow the link down below, whatever, so you guys can just watch it. Other series, it's okay, but it's mainly just like those kind of, like, mainly Japan stuff. Like, any other stuff is okay. It's just with them, with certain animes, not everything, just certain animes is where technically, yeah. And unless I just do that and just add in my own music, which I probably will, I probably won't. I don't really know, which I probably will. I just might do that and just consider it. So yeah, I'm basically done. This is a very, very sad, unfortunate news. However, though, the bright side is we are getting a brand new animation team. For all the people who complain about the whole still images thing during out the Tartarus arc, and many others during the 2014 rundown, well, you're in luck, because a new studio project has been announced right now. Along with it, we don't know any information about it. That's all we know about. So, I guess we're going to find out more within the next coming month or so, especially when the OVAs are going to be dropping, and the movie, which I may watch the OVAs, especially one in particular, which I am pretty interested in. So, especially because I read that snippet of the manga, so I really want to see that, maybe. But the movie, of course, is definitely something I do want to see mostly. Because I really did like the last Fairy Tail movie. It was pretty grim for a Fairy Tail movie, I must say. Ugh. But this one, though, I'm actually looking forward to see how this one's going to go. But that's pretty much it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, yeah. So that's it. It's very sad, unfortunate news for all Fairy Tail fans of both the anime and the manga. But regardless, this is something we have to accept, at least for now. But don't panic. The Fairy Tail anime will live on. It's still going to continue. Don't panic. It's not canceled for good. But I was really expecting to see the rest of Avatar, which kind of sucks in a way, because a lot of people had mixed feelings about the Avatar arc. Me personally, I thought it was a pretty good, awesome way to get up more hype for a time skip. And of course, once we get through that, we still have the whatchamacallit? What was I gonna say again? Oh, right. We still have the, we still have, like, you know, the other arc. Like, the major awesome arc that we're on right now in the manga. So, keep that in mind as well. Keep that in mind, folks. Just keep that in mind. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. This is very sad. I'm a bit pissed off that this had to happen. But, you know, whatever. It's for a good reason. I understand. Hopefully this new animation team, cheers to the Fairy Tail animation crew. I hope the next animation project will be pretty good. I'm hoping that the new animators will make this awesome these two new arcs in the time skip very well done, and I hope it stamps a history mark when it comes to the animation and the anime in general in the series. So that's it, you guys. I will see you guys next week. I'm going to see if I want to do a live reaction or not to the finale of the season. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh yeah, because here's the thing, I was hyped because I really want to play some Pokken, which is, by the way, that's coming out pretty soon. That should be arriving here quite soon. So Pokken greatness, yo! That's coming up soon. And if you guys want to face me there as well. See, I was really excited too, because I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to be getting Pokken soon. But then this news drops and it kind of just made me a little bit sad, like, oh man. So that does really suck for the most part. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of this news. What do you guys think of the Fairy Tail anime going on hiatus for at least, we don't obviously know. My guess is it could be possibly the very end road of 2016 down that line. I don't know about the summertime. It's possible it could return again this summer. Or basically it could either return to summertime or it could return all the way until fall. Or basically the beginning of like next year, 2017. I don't really know. But let me know your thoughts about this little hiatus news. And if you're just as sad as I am, fear not, my friends. The will of Fairy Tail lives on, especially to our hearts. And we all know, deep in our hearts, the anime is going to return back. So yeah, I am prepared for this. I really am. And I will wait and see what happens when the anime, you know, whenever it's going to be coming back. And yeah, but until then, guys, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys next week for the finale. I'll see if I want to do a live reaction tonight. I may or may not, or just a simple review. I mean, I might be a little emotional, but at the same time, it's like, you know, hey, you know, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. So that's pretty much it. Fuck, like, why they gotta do this shit to me after I just was hyped? But whatever, I'm done. So that's it. I will see you guys next week, the finale. Be strong. Be strong, guys. Be strong. We will get through this. So until then, that's basically it. Remember, peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky's the limit, like always. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in my next videos. And also, of course, next week as well. So stay tuned for that. And some other cool things, too, coming along the way. But for now, we bid you farewell for now, Fairy Tale. Not now, but I will give my farewell for your season until we meet again later on down the line. So, later. Bye, guys.